Hi, everybody. Good Monday morning. The biggest winter storm in years, paralyzing much of the country.
And the problems are still growing. It is January 26th. This is Today. Frozen.
We won't have power for a while.
Heavy snow, sleet, freezing rain being felt from New Mexico to Maine. Nearly 1 million people without power. The roads, a mess.
It's not worth driving. I regret coming out.
The nation's airports brought to a near standstill with tens of thousands of flight delays and cancellations. And making the cleanup even harder, yet another blast of brutally cold temperatures. We'll have everything you need to know, including Al's full forecast. Breaking overnight, new violence. Tensions flaring in Minneapolis once again after a second deadly shooting by federal officers in less than a month. Protests now spreading to other cities. New videos of the killing of 37-year-old Alex Preddy now emerging that appear to contradict the government's account. This morning, a moment-by-moment look at what happened and where the investigation goes from here, plus President Trump's response to growing demands for federal agents to leave Minneapolis. We're there live. In court. The former Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin set to face a judge today after years on the run. Just ahead, new details on how the FBI finally tracked down one of its most wanted. Those stories, plus jaw-dropping.
Oh, my God.
Daredevil Alex Honnold celebrating his wildest climb yet, scaling a 101-story skyscraper without safety gear and streaming it live.
He's done it.
What he's saying about the feat and what's next. Countdown to Milan.
We're officially announcing the 2026 U.S. Olympic team.
Team USA ready to take on the world with Lindsey Vonn defying the odds and age.
Lindsey Vonn, 41 and fabulous.
To make her 5th Olympic team. We're going to put her historic comeback in perspective when she joins us live. And then there were two.
Drake May to the end zone for the New England touchdown.
The Patriots beat the Broncos in a snowy Denver to reach the Super Bowl.
This is a deep throw, and it is picked off.
While Seattle hangs on in a thriller over the Rams to punch their ticket.
Over the middle, Cooper Kupp, it's in! Touchdown, Seahawks!
Setting the stage for a rematch of one of the most talked about Super Bowls in history. Today, Monday, January 26, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melton. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today on this Monday morning. Thank you so much for starting your week off with us. Savannah Guthrie, welcome back.
Thank you. I was going to say Happy New Year, but I guess it's a little late for that.
Happy New Year.
You know who's having a Happy New Year? The Seahawks and the Pats. Super Bowl 60 is now set. We're going to have more on that in just a little bit.
More on the games coming up in just a few minutes. First, though, let's get right to the two major stories that we're covering this morning. That monster winter storm and the aftermath of another shooting in Minnesota.
There were new protests in Minneapolis overnight following the weekend killing of Alex Preddy, the second fatal shooting by a federal agent in that city this month.
Meanwhile, problems mounting from the powerful storm that swept across a huge swath of the country. Nearly 1 million people waking up this morning without power as heavy snow, freezing rain, and ice caused major disruptions nationwide.
Well, we've got it all covered. Al's full forecast, of course, and then a detailed breakdown of that shooting in Minneapolis. Let's begin, though, with the weather story. It's snowy Boston that starts us off this morning with NBC's Aaron McLaughlin. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. Here in Boston, the plows have been out all night, creating giant piles of snow like this one. And while the snow is still coming down, for the most part, this storm is on its way out, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction.
This morning, millions of Americans remain hunkered down after a deadly winter storm barreled across the country, killing at least 9. And now it's the freeze. At least 200 million Americans under cold alerts, with warnings in the hard-hit southeast of icy, treacherous conditions.
It's horrific out. It's not worth driving. I regret coming out.
Overnight, the monster system heading east, bearing parts of New England in at least 20 inches of snow. Heavy ice and bone-chilling temps dipping to -20 this weekend. A combination of freezing rain and ice knocking down power lines.
We won't have power for a while.
Leaving nearly 1 million households without power in dangerously cold conditions. Trees snapping around homes in New Mexico, while sparks flew from ice-coated electric lines in Tennessee. The storm system spanned 2,000 miles from Texas to Maine. Police digging vehicles out of the snow and responding to multi-vehicle pileups on highways across the Midwest. More than 360 vehicle crashes reported in Indiana alone.
If you don't have to be on the roads, don't be on the roads.
This U.S. Coast Guard ship was called in to break the ice on Lake Michigan to free a trapped cargo vessel. Back east,
Very cold.
while some brave the elements for some snowy fun, others heeded warnings to wait out the whiteout inside.
Staying indoors as much as possible. We stocked up on everything we need, so I think we're pretty prepared.
It is 16 degrees here in Boston, so this snow is sticking. But the good news is you can see it is a light and dry snow, which officials say means that they're less likely to see the kind of power outages that have been plaguing other parts of the country. Now, here in Boston, school is out for the day. They are encouraging folks to work from home. The hope is that everything gets back online in time for Tuesday. Savannah?
Aaron McLaughlin leading us off. Thank you.
The storm is taking a major toll on the nation's airports. At least 4,400 flights canceled or delayed today so far, after more than 26,000 were canceled or delayed over the weekend. This morning, officials are also trying to figure out if the weather played a role in a fiery private jet crash in Maine. NBC's Tom Costello covers aviation, joins us now from Reagan National Airport. Tom, what's the latest?
Okay, Craig, well, first of all, we do have mass cancellations, as you can see on the screen behind me. We'll get to that in a minute, but we want to start with what happened in Bangor, Maine overnight. Flight Radar 24 data shows that private plane was owned by a company out of Houston. This morning, the NTSB and the FAA are on the scene. This morning, investigators are combing through wreckage at Bangor International Airport after a small jet crashed on the runway Sunday night as it tried to take off.
We have a passenger aircraft upside down.
3 crew and possibly 5 passengers.
It happened just before 8 p.m. involving a small business jet. The FAA confirms it was a Bombardier Challenger 600 with 8 people on board. Authorities, though, are not commenting on any fatalities or injuries.
There's an active scene going on right now, and we're doing our best to manage that.
At the time of the crash, visibility about 3/4 of a mile with light snow falling. It's not clear whether weather played any role in the crash. Airport authorities have urged the public to avoid Bangor International for now, ultimately closing its runway overnight as the investigation gets underway. Meanwhile, across the country, that massive storm has been wreaking havoc on air travel. More than 11,000 flights canceled nationwide Sunday, surpassing records from the peak of the COVID pandemic. The snow, ice, and Arctic temps also causing thousands of delays.
It was delayed, so I hope we can make the flight.
More than 90% of flights grounded at LaGuardia Airport in New York and Philadelphia. Crews working to clear the runways in the Washington, D.C. area, with DCA hit especially hard. The storm also affecting other major airports in the South, not typically impacted by severe winter weather. Inside the nation's busiest airport, Atlanta, a rare sight, empty TSA lines. So here we are at Reagan National Airport. This airport has really had zero flight activity for the past 24 hours, and all of that orange on the screen behind me is a canceled flight. Let's go to flight data right now from Flight Radar, FlightAware rather, with a misery map showing that we've got significant delays and cancellations, especially up in the Northeast. Boston, all red at this hour. I showed that Boston has 60% of flights canceled on departure today, about 40% on arrivals. Take a look down in New York. All three of the big airports down in New York are red at this hour, trending also negatively. We'll see if they catch up later in the day. And then down to D.C. here, Reagan Airport also hit pretty hard. By the way, Dulles Airport is beginning operations a little bit more quickly than Reagan Airport, but this is really affecting all major airports all the way down into the south because of the ice storm that hit DFW and Atlanta and Charlotte. It's going to be a day of catch-up, Craig.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Tom Costello for us there. Tom, thank you.
And that's a perfect segue to our next story. We are focusing on the ice that is crippling the South. Hundreds of thousands without power this morning, and for some, it could be out for days. NBC's Ryan Chandler in Dallas for us this morning. Hi, Ryan. Good morning.
Well, Savannah, good morning. Here in Dallas, it is 16 degrees right now with a wind chill of 4, single digits in the Lone Star State, and we may actually be approaching a new record low set at least 120 years ago. Texas here is just one of 10 potential states to see record lows this morning. Some could smash decades-old records by 8 to 10 degrees. Just to give you guys some perspective of how unusual this is, there are some parts of the South today that will be colder than parts of the North. People here in Dallas have been calling this Dalaska all week, and get this, Dallas will actually be colder today than people in Juneau, Alaska. So that does check out. The storm here may be past us, but the damage and the dangers that it brought are still in front of us. The risk of life-threatening cold is ever more urgent for those in the South who are still without power and heat in their homes. The race is now on to repair all the damage that freezing rain brought to so many power lines. Here in Dallas, we've seen so many cars spun out on the highway. Travel is still so treacherous, and it will be until we expect these temperatures to warm until the upper 30s tomorrow afternoon. Savannah.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much.
All right, the ice, the snow, and now the bitter, brutal cold as well. Mr. Roker, how are we looking, buddy?
Well, not so great, guys, and a lot of us are suffering. Over 203 million. That's more than 2/3 of the U.S. population under cold advisories, extreme cold warnings, extreme cold watches. We could see record lows this morning from Del Rio, Texas, Wichita Falls, Jonesboro, even as far east as New Orleans. And right now, the coast-to-coast cold is in. A wind chill of 12 in New York City, minus 12 in Kansas City, 19 in New Orleans, Montgomery, Alabama, you feel like 14 degrees. And this is dangerous cold up in the plains. Right now, the wind chill about minus 40 for Duluth. You get frostbite in 10 minutes, exposed flesh. The same in St. Louis in 30 minutes. Peoria, the same. And look at these temperatures going into the middle toward the end of the week. Single digits in Chicago, low 20s in Jackson, mid-teens to low teens in New York. In fact, New York City, we may stay below freezing for over 17 days, and that would set a record. Now, we've got leftover heavy showers and thunderstorms moving off the Carolina coast. Right now, winter storm watches and warnings. 46 million people from the Ohio River Valley, New England, on into the southeast. We could see an ice storm, still some ice possible in Atlanta. Here's what we're also looking at right now. The storm system moving off the coast. Bye-bye. The light snow accumulation in the eastern parts of New England. Then we've got a clipper coming across. That's going to bring in much more reinforcing cold air. Lake effect snow really going to be a big thing. In fact, we're talking through Sunday, some places of the Tug Hill Plateau between Watertown and Syracuse, Savannah, 12 to 24 inches of snow. And we're keeping an eye on something again this weekend.
Oh, no, you did not, Al. All right. Thank you. We'll be back with you in a minute. The other big story, new protests and outrage after a second fatal shooting by federal officers in Minneapolis. Well, this morning, more videos have emerged, and they raise questions about exactly what transpired in the lead up to the death of 37-year-old Alex Priddy. We have two reports. We're going to start with NBC's Morgan Chesky. He's in Minneapolis for us. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Savannah, good morning. And there is certainly a renewed tension here in the city following the shooting death of Alex Priddy, as well as the circulation of other angles of this video capturing that fatal encounter. And NBC News now learning, according to two federal law enforcement officials, that DHS will be taking the lead on this investigation, assisted by the DOJ and FBI, in a remarkable departure from protocol.
Overnight, outrage in Minneapolis after the killing of Alex Priddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse shot Saturday morning by a federal Border Patrol agent. Last night, protesters trying to get into a hotel in Minneapolis where they believed federal agents were staying. Authorities breaking up the crowd. Yesterday, Governor Tim Walz activating the state's National Guard and demanding federal agents leave.
That Donald Trump needs to pull these 3,000 untrained agents out of Minnesota before they kill another person.
But President Trump blaming Democrats for the unrest, writing in a lengthy post, 2 American citizens have lost their lives as a result of this Democrat-ensued chaos, referring to both Preddy and Renee Good, who was fatally shot earlier this month. Some Trump officials facing scrutiny for accusing Preddy of approaching agents with a handgun.
The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently.
But at least 4 different videos of the encounter, analyzed by NBC News, appear to show Preddy with a phone in his hand in the moments before his death, attempting to come to the aid of a woman pushed to the ground by federal agents. An agent pepper sprays him before Preddy is brought to the ground. Some of the video shows an agent appearing to reach into the skirmish and remove a gun that looked like Preddy's. Then, Preddy is shot. Preddy is a U.S. citizen with no criminal record and was licensed to carry a concealed weapon, according to local officials. Preddy's family saying in a statement, "The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusting. Alex is clearly not holding a gun when attacked by Trump's murdering and cowardly ICE thugs." Overnight, President Trump telling the Wall Street Journal his administration is reviewing everything about the shooting. When pressed, Trump did not directly answer whether the agent who shot Preddy had done the right thing. Here in Minneapolis, Preddy remembered, shown here as an ICU nurse reading a final salute.
We remember that freedom is not free.
And a memorial growing for Preddy on the street.
What do you see when you watch those videos?
An execution, an absolute execution.
And this morning, a federal judge has issued an order that blocks the Trump administration from altering or destroying any evidence relating to this shooting after local officials sued. In the meantime, in Washington, some Senate Democrats saying that they will vote to not fund the Department of Homeland Security, threatening a potential shutdown there as early as this Friday. And in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, President Trump expressing a potential willingness to withdraw federal authorities here, Savannah, saying that they have been here a while and have done a phenomenal job and will leave at some point, but not making a timeline clear as to when that will take place. Savannah.
Morgan Chesky, thank you. We want to turn now to Tom Winter, NBC's national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent. Tom, we have all these different angles on the video now, and to watch those, as we're going to do here together, you also want to keep in mind what Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, said Saturday, 5:30, as we look at this video. An individual, Alex Preddy, approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Do those words match the images that we've seen?
Well, it's not just a question that reporters have. I've been reached out to a number of people in law enforcement, including people who've worked for DHS, that have real concerns about those statements and the credibility of them. But we can look at this video and tell for ourselves. We're looking at it here. We're looking in that moment when the frame stops right there. It's highlighted. That's when one of the CBP officers is reaching in and grabbing the gun from him. We've got a second video that we want to show you of a little bit of the encounter leading up to it, a little bit to your point, Savannah. This is the slow motion now of when that 9mm Sig Sauer is pulled out from the back. Here's the second video. We can play it from here. This is a freeze frame of the moment where they come up to him. We'll get to that in just a second. You see Preddy right there, and now he's holding in his hand a phone. His left hand is clear, and so there's no weapon that's displayed at that point. And so the question is, how did this incident escalate to this point where it ended up in shots being fired? From an investigative standpoint, they'll focus on the intent. And this always comes down to this from just purely from a legal standpoint. The person who fired the shots, the CBP officer who fired the shots, what was in their head? Did they believe that there was a credible threat to their life? But the gun had already been removed before we hear the shots fired on that tape.
Second deadly shooting by federal agents in less than a month there in Minneapolis. Tom, what happens next in this city? What do we know about that and where the investigation goes from here?
Well, you're seeing calls from IACP, which is a group of police executives, asking for the White House to intervene and intervene now. They want a de-escalation. They want to start to get people at the table. They want local law enforcement and federal law enforcement at the table. Things need to be de-escalated between them before they can be de-escalated on the streets. And it's against city ordinance in Minneapolis for the police to go out there and set up a perimeter and push protesters back. And CBP and ICE are not really trained to be in these protest situations, it's very difficult, and as Morgan pointed out, an unusual investigation that the FBI is not going to be leading it.
It's a tinderbox right now. Tom, thank you very much.
All right, back to the big story this morning. Of course, the weather, the rest of Al's forecast. How are we looking this
Guys, good morning. Frigid temperatures up in the plains, record cold all the way down to the Gulf. Plenty of sunshine out west. We're going to get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
We're back, 7:30. Carson's with us, and he just had this experience coming in this morning.
Yeah,
we all
like
did.
That.
Yeah, roads are out there, but these are slippery roads just outside Boston, Needham, Mass. It's a treacherous mix. It's ice, it's snow, and it's going to be cold for a few more days.
Big shout out there to all the folks going to be out there over the next few days, getting those roads clean, getting the power restored down south especially. We're talking about some 200 million Americans waking up to new cold alerts. It is going to be quite some time before everything melts.
NBC's Emily Ikeda just a few blocks away in snowy Central Park. Hi, Emily. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Officials are calling this an Arctic siege. You can see my breath and you can see the snow. Nearly a foot of snow dumped here on Central Park. That makes it the largest snowstorm New York City has seen in some 5 years. And you're going to see piles of snow like this throughout the city with those snow plows working around the clock. And that light, fluffy stuff that we saw falling yesterday has turned really icy and heavy because of the freezing rain overnight and just these bitter cold temperatures. Scenes like this, blankets of snow seen across the country. Philadelphia seeing more than 9 inches of snow. In Providence, Rhode Island, we're looking at a foot. And in Boston, 16 plus inches and counting, as hundreds of thousands of Americans are waking up without power because of the weight of the snow, and also in parts of the region up to an inch of ice, snapping tree branches and power lines. Tragically, officials say 9 people have died so far in this winter storm, as they're urging people to stay off the roadways in much of the country. Just really treacherous conditions. Just in New York State alone yesterday, hundreds of accidents were reported, and we're also seeing that mess at the airports as well. More than 4,000 flight cancellations and delays already in place for today. That comes on the heels of a staggering 17,000 flight disruptions yesterday, and the conditions also prompting the cancellations of schools from Memphis to Atlanta, Philadelphia to Boston. A lot of children will not be going into school today, and those cancellations could linger for several days because of the bitter cold that will be hanging on. Guys, parts of New York State has seen minus 30s, and we're talking about actual temperatures. So you got to bundle up in so much of the country.
All right, Emily, thank you.
Well, the brutal weather kept a lot of people inside over the weekend. If you happen to catch Netflix on Saturday night, you were treated to a pretty incredible feat.
Yeah, we were. American climber Alex Honnold scaling a 101-story skyscraper in Taiwan. And get this, without a rope, harness, any safety equipment, and he set a remarkable record in the process. NBC's Molly Hunter has more on that. Molly, good morning.
No safety equipment, no parachute, no nothing. Guys, good morning. What an unbelievable, inconceivable feat to even watch this from the safety of your couch, if your nerves could stand it. Father of 2, husband, and perhaps the world's greatest free climber, Alex Honnold, has made history again, scaling without ropes the 11th tallest building in the world. Take a look.
For those of us watching the live stream at home, it was a death-defying, nerve-shredding, edge-of-the-seat experience.
He's done it!
But the man himself, Alex Honnold, had the time of his life.
This is so cool.
Taipei 101 is a 101-story skyscraper towering 1,667 feet in the air. And it's been climbed before, but never without ropes. Untethered, the 40-year-old American climber, famous for the Oscar-winning film Free Solo, made history again. This time, the spectacle live-streamed on Netflix.
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, look at the day. It's so beautiful. It's like, look at Taipei.
Can you just take a step back? You're making me nervous, man. Can you just
With crowds watching below and from inside.
See you guys in a little bit. I'm going to keep cruising.
Right.
It feels infinite. It just keeps going forever. So, I mean, that was definitely the challenge, was just to stay present.
And the understated and unrivaled king of free soloing stayed present for 95 minutes. The father of 2 checking in with wife Sandy at the 60th floor. At times, no hands.
No.
And at other times, hanging in the air. To the delight and terror of the hosts and crowds below. It's an opportunity, this man says, to see the climbing demigod. The Taipei landmark captured Honnold's imagination a decade ago, but hauling himself up onto that final spire, he looked neither exhausted nor terrified.
It's kind of like a happy tired. I know I'm going to cross the finish line and I feel great.
With enough left in the tank to snap this victorious selfie.
It's a lot less scary to stand on the top of the building than it is to climb the side of the building, that's for sure. The whole experience was really pretty amazing, though.
At the top of the world, sharing a short, triumphant thought with us mere mortals.
Sick!
Sick was his first and only word when he reached the top. Now, this was a pretty different climb for Alex, who normally does his climbs in solitude. He said he got a taste of what other professional athletes get all the time, the cheers, the motivation from a stadium and crowds. And he says he really enjoyed it, so we may be seeing more of this. Savannah, Carson, Craig?
Sick. Thank you, Molly.
Theme of the day, he has ice in his veins.
But you've spent some time with the guy.
Yeah, we did a few years ago. I was just remembering we went to Central Park and we actually, we chalked up and he tried to teach me, there's actually, you can climb in Central Park.
I see people right where you are practicing, real climbers.
It's really cool. He did, look, he's like, oh my God, please don't fall. But he's just incredible. He does, everyone asks the same thing, like, are you scared? I don't think he feels fear or goes there or allows himself to.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly. He doesn't have that gene.
No, we do.
Yeah,
when you got to the top of the rock there in Central Park, did you look down and just sick?
2 feet. What a feat. Guys, just ahead, an inside look at a growing trend aimed at getting your face out of your phone so you have a little more time to enjoy things going on in the real world. We're going to tell you what abstinence is all about.
All right, but first, Kaylee Hartung looking ahead to a Seahawks-Pats Super Bowl right here on NBC after an action-packed championship Sunday. Hey, Kaylee.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. We're witnessing one of the greatest career arcs in NFL history. A quarterback on his 5th team in 8 seasons is making his first trip to the Super Bowl, while the other quarterback is just getting started. Coming up, we will show you how 2 teams who didn't even make the playoffs a season ago punched their tickets to Super Bowl 60. Stay with us.
Yes, back 7:41 with the biggest game of the NFL season now officially on deck, Super Bowl 60.
Right, the stage has been set. It's going to be Seattle and New England. They'll battle it out right here, of course, on NBC after the Seahawks topped the Rams in that thriller, while the Pats, if you saw that, they held off the Broncos in that snowstorm.
NBC's Kaylee Hartung joins us now to break down all the action from Championship Sunday. Kaylee, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. Here we go. And if it sounds like a familiar matchup, that's because it is. The Pats and the Seahawks faced off in Super Bowl 49 11 years ago. But it is a new era for both of these powerhouse franchises, now led by their stifling defenses. The Pats and the Seahawks might not have Tom Brady and the Legion of Boom anymore, but there is plenty of star power to go around.
He's going to run the clock. That's going to do it. The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
This morning, a supersized showdown is official. After a championship Sunday of thrilling football, priceless family moments, and freezing conditions, the New England Patriots and Seattle Seahawks will face off for the Lombardi Trophy. In the biggest game of his 8-year career, Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold tossing pinpoint passes to superstar wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Hit as he throws, man open. Guess who? Smith-Njigba.
Trading touchdowns with the Rams and MVP candidate Matthew Stafford in a shootout.
Stafford, low enough, going deep. Nakua's open. He has got a touchdown.
But Seattle's elite defense coming in clutch with the game on the line.
Looking, throwing is incomplete. Seattle takes over.
It's always been about us and what we do. And now we're going to the Super Bowl.
And in a snow-drenched AFC title game, the Pats barely hanging on to beat the top-seeded Broncos 10-7. Both offenses had trouble heating up as a blizzard descended on Denver's Mile High Stadium.
This to tie the game. And the kick, no good.
The swirling conditions causing chaos on the field.
This time, these conditions, as they're changing in real time, very difficult.
The Broncos playing without their starting quarterback, Bo Nix, who broke his ankle in the final moments of last week's game, turning to veteran backup Jarrett Stidham.
Backing up. Oh, the ball comes out.
New England's offense led by 23-year-old quarterback Drake May.
There's a little flea flicker. Back to May, who throws it down the field. Is caught.
did just enough to punch their ticket to the big game for a record 12th time.
We're going to play better, and I'm just proud of this team.
And with this winter storm impacting so much of the country, the Patriots had to celebrate their win with an overnight stay in Denver. Head coach Mike Vrabel told his team no curfew, but followed that up with a warning saying the bus is leaving at 8 in the morning, and if you're not on it, you're not playing in the Super Bowl. Guys, I'd say safe bet. That bus is going to be full
packed.
this morning.
It's going to be full.
It's like high school football.
Right.
Yeah.
Better be on the bus, boys.
Cool.
How about Vrabel, though, man? Coaching the team, going back to the Super Bowl with the same team.
Incredible.
All right.
Great story.
Thanks,
Kelly. Appreciate it. Also, another reminder, you can check out the game. It's Pats and Seahawks. It's a Super Bowl showdown. Super Bowl 60, Sunday, February 8th, here on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Legendary February, baby. Of course, that's happening 2 days after the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics, Mr. Roker.
Wow, that's going to be pretty cool. I love that. Let's look at the week ahead. So for today, snow lingering in the Northeast, Arctic chills stretching from Texas all the way up into the plains, sunny and mild out west. We get to that midweek period, we're going to be looking at snow showers around the Great Lakes. Again, very cold throughout much of the country. Northwest, going to be looking at some showers. And then as we get toward Friday, before the weekend, we're watching maybe something developing along the eastern seaboard. Still record lows, a wintry blast down through Texas and staying cold in the plains. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
All right, guys, we got a good one for you today. The Muppets are back, and there's a new trailer out for their upcoming musical Muppet Show special. The whole gang reuniting at the original Muppet Theater. Also with a lineup of celebrity cameos that include Sabrina Carpenter, Maya Rudolph, and the executive producer Seth Rogen. Here's a peek at that.
Isn't it wonderful being back in the theater and giving the people what they truly want? Moi.
Right.
It's always been a dream of mine to be here.
Ooh, got any other dreams?
It's time to get things started. The most sensational, inspirational, celebrational. We're still working out a few kinks.
I mean, we're going to watch that.
Yes, we are.
The Muppet Show premieres next Wednesday on Disney+.
Can't wait for
They've done such a good job with the Muppets. They were cool when I was a kid.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm Statler and Waldorf sitting up there in the balcony.
Oh, my faves. Love
Was that their name, the Two Old Grumpy?
Yeah. And the
This
Swedish
show
Chef.
is like nothing I've ever seen before. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see this.
It's so good. Coming up next, guys, Gianna is here. She's going to brighten our day with the can't miss booth.
Yeah, we have a really fun one. Wait until you see who showed up in Central Park to have a little Sunday fun day in the snow. But first, these messages.
All right, we've got a Gianna morning boost.
Okay, you guys, we've got a special snow boost. Central Park Sledders got a surprise yesterday. Awesome. Check out this snowboarder's sick moves right in the middle of Manhattan.
Oh, my God.
Still got it.
So do y'all know who that is?
Well, that'd be somebody good.
Yeah, that's three-time Olympic gold medalist Shaun White. It's the GOAT.
So cool.
He was tearing it up in Central Park. And if you take a little closer look, you'll see Shaun was getting some serious air inches above the head of comedian Shane Gillis.
That's great.
I don't know if you can see him wrapped up like that, but there he is.
It does look like he's holding a beer, too.
Yeah, I would expect nothing
Hold
less.
my beer.
It was a Sunday. We did call it a Sunday fun day,
It was.
did we not?
Yes, we did.
Great.
That's a good boost.
Wow, that's great.
By the way, speaking of Olympic legends, on the snow, Lindsey Vonn joining us live after completing her historic comeback. There she is. She's up early. She has booked her ticket to Italy. We're going to catch up with Lindsey in just a few minutes.
Plus, coming up on Pop Start, the stars of heated rivalry getting their Olympic moment. We'll have all that for you coming up after a quick check of your local news, weather, and these quick messages.
I mean, It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, winter wallop. Tens of millions digging out from the massive storm that swept across a huge swath of the country. Snow, freezing rain, brutal temperatures causing major travel disruptions coast to coast.
It's horrific out. It's not worth driving. I regret coming out.
Al's full forecast for what's next. Then, new protests, tensions flaring once again in Minneapolis after a second deadly shooting by federal officers in less than a month. New videos of the killing now emerging, appearing to contradict the government's account. This morning, a moment-by-moment look at what happened and where the investigation goes from here. And epic comeback.
Lindsey Vonn
41 and fabulous.
Lindsey Vonn joining us live. The skiing legend making Team USA after knee replacement surgery and 5 years away from the sport. How she's feeling about her chances in Milan, just days away from the opening ceremony. All that, plus Mario back on the big screen.
Where's the troubled pipe?
Matt Damon Greeks out.
What do you know about my dad?
Who has a story about Odysseus?
And the torch relay gets heated. It's all coming up today, Monday, January 26th, 2026. Welcome back to Today. So appreciate you being with us on a Monday morning. So glad you're starting the week off with us. So glad you're back.
Oh, so glad. Not as glad as Al Roker. He was literally just doing a little dance over there. You want to show us what you were doing?
He was doing a little ditty.
It was a little ditty.
That's his Blizzard dance.
This is where you live.
That's his Blizzard dance. So the plaza, by the way, is closed because of the weather, obviously. But check it out. We did have a few hearty souls who managed to stroll by our window on the world to say hello this morning. So we sent them home, but thank you for coming by. And we'll be back tomorrow. Oh, there you are. Waving too. All right, let's get right to your news today. We're going to start with that massive winter storm that swept across a huge swath of the country. Non-stop snow, sleet, freezing rain from New Mexico to New England.
And now another blast of brutally cold temperatures are going to keep that snow around for days to come. The dancing man himself will have the forecast in a moment. But first, NBC's Aaron McLaughlin in Boston with a closer look. Hi, Aaron. Morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. The snow is still coming down here in Boston, and at a frigid 16 degrees. That snow is certainly sticking. This has been a monster storm. It has been a deadly storm, killing at least 9, spanning some 2,000 miles from Texas all the way to Maine. And while it's working its way out, it's leaving behind some frigid temperatures this morning. Some 200 million Americans are under cold alerts. 1 million households facing power outages. Some companies reporting that power won't be restored for days, perhaps even weeks. Over the weekend, just complete chaos on the nation's roads. In Indiana alone, for example, more than 360 collisions reported. Now, here in Boston, we're expecting snow for the rest of the day. Officials here urging folks to stay home and hunker down. Schools out, work remotely, although as you can see behind me, plenty of folks already out there enjoying that snow day. The hope is that everything will get back in order for Tuesday. Savannah?
A lot of pets living their best lives, though. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Dogs are loving the snow. Mr. Roker is standing by. So the snow, the ice, they're moving out, but that cold looks like it's here to stay for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about some places not getting above freezing for 2 weeks, including New York City. 203 million people under extreme cold alerts. Take a look at these temperatures right now. We could see potential record lows from Del Rio, Texas, Tulsa, out to Tallulah, Louisiana. We are expecting wind chills today. 17 in New Orleans, 11 in New York City right now, 9 in Amarillo, 0 in Little Rock. And this cold air, brutal temperatures and dangerous frostbite could be occurring in the plains if you're outside for more than 10 or 15 minutes. And then you look at the next 3 days, temperatures stay awfully cold. Single-digit Chicago. Thursday, only 11 in New York City. Jacksonville in the 20s. We have this system now moving off the coast, but we still have winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings now still stretching from parts of the Northeast on into the Ohio River Valley and even down into northern Georgia, including Atlanta. We're talking the possibility of frost and freezing rain. We also see the system moving away now. That's the good news. So we will have some light accumulations in part of eastern New England. Otherwise, it's out of here. Then a clipper comes across, and that's going to be bringing in reinforcing air across the Great Lakes, making for lake effect snow that could be anywhere from 1 to 2 feet of snow between Watertown and Syracuse, guys.
All right, Al, thank you. We'll check back. Meanwhile, the other big story we're following this morning, growing outrage over a second fatal shooting by federal officers in Minneapolis in less than a month. The president says his administration is now, quote, reviewing everything about that shooting, which led to the death of 37-year-old Alex Preddy. NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Minneapolis with the very latest on all of it. Morgan, good morning.
Yes, Savannah, good morning. And overnight, an incredibly tense night here. There were multiple arrests after protesters clashed with authorities outside of a hotel that they believed federal agents were staying at. And this morning, 2 federal law enforcement sources telling NBC News that Pretty's death will now be investigated by DHS, joined by the FBI and DOJ, in a remarkable departure from protocol.
Overnight, outrage in Minneapolis after the killing of Alex Pretty, a 37-year-old ICU nurse shot Saturday morning by a federal Border Patrol agent. Yesterday, Governor Tim Walz activating the state's National Guard and demanding federal agents leave.
That Donald Trump needs to pull these 3,000 untrained agents out of Minnesota before they kill another person.
But President Trump blaming Democrats for the unrest, writing in a lengthy post, 2 American citizens have lost their lives as a result of this Democrat-ensued chaos, referring to both Pretty and Renee Good, who was fatally shot earlier this month. Some Trump officials facing scrutiny for accusing Pretty of approaching agents with a handgun.
The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently.
But at least 4 different videos of the encounter, analyzed by NBC News, appear to show Pretty with a phone in his hand in the moments before his death, attempting to come to the aid of a woman pushed to the ground by federal agents. An agent pepper sprays him before Pretty is brought to the ground. Some of the video shows an agent appearing to reach into the skirmish and remove a gun that looked like Pretty's. Then, Pretty is shot. Pretty is a U.S. citizen with no criminal record and was licensed to carry a concealed weapon, according to local officials. Pretty's family saying in a statement, "The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusting. Alex is clearly not holding a gun when attacked by Trump's murdering and cowardly ICE thugs."
Now, as for how much longer federal authorities will be remaining here in Minneapolis, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, President Trump expressed a willingness to them potentially leaving, saying that they have done a phenomenal job here, but that they do have to leave at some point, but offering no clear timeline. Notably, though, Savannah, when asked directly if he believed the officer did the right thing here, the president did not give a clear answer. Savannah.
Morgan Chesky in Minneapolis, thank you.
A former Olympic snowboarder, allegedly behind one of the most violent drug trafficking organizations in the world, is scheduled to appear in court today. Ryan Wedding was arrested Thursday night in Mexico. Authorities say the Canadian national is a member of the Sinaloa cartel and had been hiding in Mexico for more than a decade. He was on the FBI's list of 10 most wanted fugitives accused of cocaine trafficking and murder. Officials say Wedding's crime spree actually started back in 2008, 6 years after he represented Canada in the Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City.
Well, now to a wild moment during a cycle race in Australia. Take a look at what happened. A pair of kangaroos hopped into the middle of a crowded road. Take a look.
There's been a crash in the peloton, and there it is.
Oh, it's a kangaroo has jumped into the peloton.
It's a kangaroo.
Oh, no.
Never seen that before.
The Oka jersey has gone down.
Well, no.
No, yeah. At least 3 riders were forced to quit after that crash. Nobody was seriously injured. But one of the riders, Australia's Jay Vine, who was knocked down by one of the kangaroos, got up. He actually ended up winning the race. He said, "It is not over until it's over." So he bounced back. Get it?
I do.
Yeah.
It's good having you back.
Yeah. I still got it. Okay.
Carson,
very impressive, Savannah. I was wondering how the kangaroo joke was going to work into that one.
Yeah.
You did great. Bounce back. All right, Pop Starts coming up. We've got a brand new look and also some major star reveals for not one but 2 of the year's most highly anticipated films.
But first, a remarkable and historic comeback in the making. American skiing legend Lindsey Vonn. She is now Olympic bound for the 5th time. She's 41 years old. She keeps finding herself on podiums. She is back in a big way, and she'll be with us live as we count down to Milan this morning, right after this.
What's up, Team USA? Coach Snoop here. And today, we're officially announcing the 2026 U.S. Olympic team. This team earned it. Discipline, grind, and showing up when it counts. Milano Cortina is coming. Winter's here. Let's meet the team.
That's
our pal Snoop Dogg announcing just 12 days to go. The 2026 U.S. Olympic team officially set. You can find the full list of athletes on today.com. But right now, we have one of Team USA's biggest stars with us. We had D-O-double-G, now we have V-O-double-N.
Yes.
Lindsey Vonn in the midst of her comeback.
The skiing legend and three-time Olympic medalist back for her 5th and final Olympic Games after what has been an incredible comeback season. Lindsey spent 5 years away from the sport, even underwent knee replacement surgery, bounced right back though, bounced to the top of the World Cup podium.
Well, Lindsey's joining us live. She's from Saalbach, Austria. She's been deep in training. Linz, good morning. It's so good to see you. You know,
good morning, guys. So good to hear you, Savannah.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy to get to talk to you and be with you. You know, I think we always say never count out Lindsey Vonn. I love when you were here with Craig like a month or so ago, and you're like, I'm not going just to make the team.
Right.
Like you're going. You've got podium on the mind there, don't you?
I mean, the season's been going really well so far. I won the opener, and I've been on the podium 7 of my 8 races, so things are going well. I don't know if I really expected to quite be in this position, but I don't think I'm the underdog anymore.
No, you by the way, never have been. You know, there's so much about your story that everyone loves. It's one of my favorite storylines going into Milan. 41-year-old Lindsey Vonn versus 17-year-old Lindsey Vonn when you made your first Olympic team. The difference between the two, give us some perspective.
I mean, you can't even compare. You know, 17, you think you know everything, but you actually know nothing. I thought it was one of the most special Olympics because it was obviously in Salt Lake City. But, you know, coming into my 5th Olympics at 41 is quite a bit different. You know, I have so much more experience. I know myself so much better. I obviously know this track in Cortina so well. This is just a totally different ball game, and I'm so excited to participate and represent our country one more time.
And Cortina was one of the big draws there. I mean, if it had been anywhere else, Lindsey, would you have tried to do this again?
I don't think so. You know, Cortina is always in a place that's been so meaningful to me. I was on my first podium. I broke the Women's World Cup record there. It's one of the few races where both of my parents were in attendance. And, you know, having lost my mom to ALS just 2 years ago, I think for me, it's even more special that I can compete in my final Olympics in a place that she was there. So this is special. Cortina is something different. It's the only reason I'm back.
Well, I mean, and you're crediting your success in part to your medical team that got you here, your orthopedic surgeon specifically. I think we've got Dr. Tom Hackett with us. Dr. Hackett, we should mention that both you and Lindsey are paid spokespeople for Fig Scrubs. You did a campaign together highlighting the doctors behind some of the athletes. So you get a partial knee replacement surgery, Dr. Hackett, 2 years ago, and then you're skating down a mountain at 85 miles an hour a year later. Is that because she's superhuman, or is that because she just had an amazing doctor?
Well, I'd like to think it's the first one. She is superhuman. We put a lot of time into this. And what you might not know, too, is that this was a plan that we came up with 4 or 5 years ago and took almost 3 surgeries to build things up to get to the point where she was ready for that final surgery. And she has put in a lot of sweat equity into this.
Oh, she works so hard. I mean, that's the thing. No one puts in the effort like you do, Lindsey. And, I mean, what does it mean to you? Did you think when you went through all of these surgeries, were you thinking, oh, I'm just doing this so I can ski and enjoy my sport? Or did you always have this in mind to do one last season?
I never thought I would be racing again. I mean, I fully retired. I built an amazing life for myself. And what, you know, Dr. Hackett tried to help me do was to be able to do more normal things, you know, play tennis, go skiing for fun, you know, enjoy life outdoors. Post-skiing career, this was never a part of the plan. And I'm just so thankful for Tom and for all of the medical staff that have helped me through this. You know, it's never been done before, and I leaned on them for advice, you know, especially Tom, you know, really helped me to find Dr. Martin Roche, who did the knee replacement surgery. All my physical therapists, you know, everyone put in a lot of time and equity into this this comeback, which never set out to be a comeback in the first place. So I can't believe I'm here, to be honest, but without, everyone supporting me, I definitely wouldn't be here.
We love that you are here.
Yeah, we're just tickled about it, Lynn. So deserving. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you for doing such a good job, and all the whole team with Lindsay and the Winter Olympics. We'll see you there. They begin next Friday. I can't believe it. February 6th, right here on NBC and Peacock.
All right, let us turn back over to Mr. Roker. Of course, the weather, big story today for so many people.
Absolutely. The storm moving out, light snow still hanging around New England. The big story is going to be the cold. It's a huge swath. 203 million of us are under some sort of cold advisory. Out west, temperatures more mild and plenty of sunshine. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Best time in the morning. Pop start.
All right, let's get right to it, guys. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Houston, we've got a sequel. A new trailer is out for the highly anticipated follow-up to 2023 Super Mario Brothers movie from our sister company, Universal Pictures. This time, the heroic plumbers find themselves in new galaxies, and they're adding some new cast members to the band. But any fan of the franchise will recognize this green guy.
Who is this? Yoshi.
Oh, JBH calling it. You knew it.
I was a gamer back in the day.
Yeah, you were. Yoshi. The last Mario movie made over $1 billion, so this one's going to be a hot ticket. Mark your calendars. Super Mario Galaxy movie hits theaters on April 1st.
All right.
Speaking of hot trailers, next up, The Odyssey. During yesterday's AFC Championship game, Universal dropping a new look at Christopher Nolan's upcoming epic. And talk about a star-studded cast. Someone's packed. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, plus the new minute-long teaser is giving a first look at Grammy-nominated rapper Travis Scott, his big screen role.
A war. A man. A trick. A trick to break the walls of Troy. And burn it. Scream into the ground. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Oh, it feels like Gladiator, yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Ooh, Roman Empire.
Yes, I love it.
You already thinking about it every day.
Thinking about it all the time. The Odyssey hits theaters in July. And finally, heated rivalry. This one's for all the fans. Let's roll the clip.
What the? I'm coming to the cottage.
That's all we can show. That's we have identified a 6-second clip that we show all the time, and that's it right there. From the cottage to Milan. These guys are absolutely on a roll after the Olympics, revealing just last week that the series stars, Hudson Williams and Connor Story, would be carrying the torch as part of the official relay. Well, it already happened. The actors heating up excitement for the Winter Games in Feltre, Italy on Sunday. Now it's time to skate back to set and get cracking on that season 2.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That is your pop start on a snowy kickoff to the week, everybody.
Well done, sir. Well done. Something for everybody. Up next, some much-needed help and wisdom for achieving your goals in 2026. There he is, speaker and writer Jim Curtis, after your local news and weather.
Oh, there's our little plaza, closed for snow, but we'll be back tomorrow, 8:30. A lot of places are probably closed because of the weather today. School's out, that's for sure. But we had a few passersby.
That's right, folks stopping by the window.
Yep, and we'll see y'all tomorrow back in full force. And Chanelle's here.
Good morning, guys.
Yes,
Hi.
love the look. Love the look, by the way. Coming up this half hour, struggling to keep your New Year's resolutions on track? Fear not, ladies and gentlemen. Best-selling writer and transformational coach Jim Curtis. Jim Curtis is here in the studio. He's going to give us some tips to help us manifest our goals.
All right, then coming up in our third hour, who are you going to call? Ernie Hudson. Love him. One of the stars of the original Ghostbusters. here live.
How cool is that? Okay, then in the 4th hour, we're catching up with actress Selma Blair. We're going to find out how she's feeling these days and talk about her return to acting. She's about to go shoot a movie.
Rooting for her, for sure. And as everyone digs out from the storm, we have some essentials to keep you warm and cozy for the next snow.
And we'll take a second and just look ahead to tomorrow. We're excited because we're going to celebrate the heart and soul of this program right here, Mr. Uncle Al Roker.
Mr. Uncle Al. There are anniversaries, and then there's an anniversary. 30 years of Mr. Roker here on Today. 30 years on the Today Show. This is going to be a great morning. We're going to look back with love and admiration at Al's first 3 decades and talk about, the decades to come.
Somewhere Dylan is cringing. He's cringing. No! 30 years.
Yeah.
So we'll do that tomorrow.
And we're back at 8:35 with a new spin on dry January that's gaining popularity. That's unplugging from your phone.
Yes, unfortunately, that can be easier said than done for a lot of folks, especially when it comes to social media screen time.
NBC's business correspondent Brian Chung is here with one method that could be helpful. It's called abstinence.
Yeah, it is a play on words, but look, at the end of the day, a lot of people's New Year's resolutions, in addition to dry January, is just trying to stop scrolling with Instagram, TikTok, so many other apps begging for your constant attention. Those wanting to break free from scrolling through life are finding creative ways to get back to actually living it. You might be forced into unplugging at a resort.
We don't actually have Wi-Fi in the villas.
What? No Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we consider the hotel to be a digital detox area.
Or in the woods.
Talk about all the things you do on those screens and let the words just float away into the fresh air.
And now the phone fatigued are saying it's time to disconnect in daily life too.
I'm addicted to my phone.
I'm getting more and more overwhelmed and more scared.
Lately, I've been endlessly scrolling and I had to come to my senses.
As 33% of people said reducing screen time was their #1 New Year's resolution, topping even weight loss. Americans spend an average 5 hours a day on their screens. That's over 30% of the time you're awake.
If you're chronically online and kind of hate it, this is for you.
Olivia Yokobonis works for Opal, an app that limits the time you spend on other apps. The company's racked up millions of downloads and noticed a bump after New Year's.
People are tired of losing time. They're tired of realizing after a long day that they have not spent time with their families or spent time in their hobbies.
Ironically, she's cultivated a large following on social media as an anti-doom scrolling influencer.
This person spent 40 hours on social media last week. That is a full-time job with no benefits and no PTO.
There are companies incorporating a physical aspect to this too, like Brick, where you literally have to tap a device to block yourself from getting into certain apps until you're ready to tap it again, which will allow you to get back in.
I'm on a 21-day Brick, essentially. Like a fast.
23-year-old Connor Belsby using Brick as part of a cleanse to start the year. So tell me about your relationship with your phone and social media.
Before I got Brick, it was definitely a bit more unconscious, not really being intentional about what I'm watching or even what I'm doing. And that's when I realized this is just not good for my mental or just life in general.
Why not just delete the apps?
Actually, conversation I've had a lot this week with different people. You completely delete it, then you're fully unattached, unaware of everything.
The ultimate abstinence? Going with a dumb phone, with some turning to stripped-down phones like light phones for the basics, calls, texts, and photos. Others resurrecting those flip phones for a nostalgic factor too.
This has been the best thing I've ever purchased. Just holding this brings me joy.
Experts say the results can be transformative, with digital detoxing leading to healthier minds and bodies.
People felt happier, were more attentive, and did a lot of other things like exercise and reading more.
Now, these apps, which can cost money, aren't entirely foolproof. You can always delete the app to get back in. But guys, the idea here is really for it to be a speed bump, another way for you to think, before I get into this app, I'm actually blocked from it. You can override it if you really wanted to, but is it like, do you really need to be scrolling there? It's basically like a speed bump. But again, some people saying, why can't you just have the self-control just to like put your phone in another room?
Because we can't.
Because we can.
I mean, a lot of
we
people
have no
definitely.
self-control.
Yeah, you can just, it's just so easy. Just scroll away.
But you try some. You try.
Yeah, I basically I got to keep the phone in black and white.
Does that make it less fun?
Yeah, it's a little, it's harder to play some games, things like that.
Yeah.
Then they said there's a science to that like you're less likely to grab your phone without the color pixelation or something.
Looks
in
less
black and
interesting
white
and stimulating.
It's less stimulating.
I mean, the phones and the apps, they're designed to be addictive.
Yep.
So, all right.
And they work.
Yep.
All right.
What if I start drinking
Brian.
again now, and I'll swap for the abstinence?
You should do that.
Yeah.
Because then it's still dry January.
You can only pick one, right? That's how it works. Yeah, right.
All right. Up next, transformational coach and author Jim Curtis. Jim's here on the power of possibility and how to make and actually meet your goals this year. But first, this is Today on NBC. Well, we're back with a reminder. As we enter the last few days of January, there's still some time to be clear about the goals you want to work toward in 2026. And this morning, transformational coach and speaker Jim Curtis is here to help us do just that. For the last 2 decades, Jim has been helping people step into the fullest versions of themselves. And he's also here to exclusively announce his latest work. There it is, the Book of Possibility. It is coming out later this year. Let's give him a warm welcome here in the Studio 1A. Jim, good morning.
Hi, nice to see you.
Thanks for coming in and getting up early.
Yeah.
So the book that's coming out later this year, what can people expect from it?
The Book of Possibility is a book that is the closest thing to working one-on-one with me. I have so many people who want to work one-on-one with me. I can't see them all, but this book will have guided visualizations that are recorded on a special app. It will have writing assignments, and it has all sorts of stories from clients that I've worked with to help inspire people to live a better life.
So it's not just a book. It sounds like it's sort of a workbook as well.
Yeah, it's very much a book, but it's an experience. You'll have a real experience with it.
You started on Wall Street. Sort of made a career on Wall Street. Was there a particular point, a particular moment where you decided you wanted to sort of leave that space and move into the health and wellness space?
Yeah, I was struggling with a chronic illness, and I walk with a limp. It's hard to walk with. This was in the 90s when I was on the floor of the American Stock Exchange, and I just knew that there was something more for me, less stress, easier on my body, and I wasn't great at the job. So it was time to do something different.
You weren't great on Wall Street.
I wasn't great at the job. Not so good at math, I would say.
You're great in this space, though, for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of folks have been following you for a long time. Let's talk about some of the practical tips that are going to be in this book and some of the tips that you've talked about in the past as well as folks continue to try to meet those resolutions. Don't give in to fear. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, fear comes up a lot. We're run by it often. And so we have this natural inclination of fear, and we can step back and focus on the outcomes that we want as opposed to focusing on the outcomes that we don't want. Right? When we're constantly focusing on what if it goes wrong, and instead focus on what if it goes right.
A mindset shift.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
Exactly.
This second one is something I gave a lot of thought to this morning because I hadn't considered it until you pointed this out. Our minds are a thought machine. Explain that.
Yeah, that's what our minds are, constantly thinking thoughts. That's the job. We don't have to believe every thought. We have so many of them, and oftentimes they're critical. So often we can focus our mind to have more positive thoughts.
Give me an example.
So instead of saying, what if they don't like me? What if I fail? You say, what if it goes right? What if it works out better than I could have expected?
Using affirmations to change your mind.
Yeah, not only affirmations, I am affirmations, because when we say I am, we believe it. We believe it's part of our ability, part of our identity. Like I am a sports fan, I live in New York City. So start to use I am affirmations, like I am good enough for this job. I am ready to get married. I am whatever you want.
Positive affirmations.
Yes.
And next, and this one seems simple, but for a lot of folks, this is sort of where they get tripped up, taking action.
Yeah, I see in the spiritual world and the wellness world a lot, people will sit and meditate and really try to magically make what they want appear. It could, but like Prince Charming's not coming into your living room.
That's right. You've got to go out there and put yourself in a position where you might meet Prince Charming.
Exactly right.
Or Princess Charming.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the yellow fly manifestation, the yellow butterfly manifestation.
I challenge most of the people that I work with in my groups. This is an easy one to start with. The yellow butterfly manifestation. Challenge your subconscious mind to find a yellow butterfly. So at night before bed, write on a piece of paper, remember to see yellow butterflies. Put it on your bedside table. When you wake up in the morning, say, I'm so grateful for all the yellow butterflies that I'm going to see today. And in the middle of the day, say, I wonder where these yellow butterflies are. And then let us know. Let me know when you start to see them everywhere in your life.
Why does that work?
Because we're training our reticular activating system. We're telling our subconscious mind to go out and find yellow butterflies, right? And sometimes people will say to me, well, I'm in Scandinavia and it's winter. I'll never see a yellow butterfly. And I say, well, you're kind of attached to how you'll see it, right? Be flexible. Maybe it's in a photograph. Maybe all of a sudden you see it on a paper cup.
Speaking of yellow butterflies, you have a yellow butterfly in your life these days.
Yeah, I sure do.
Jennifer Aniston, quite the actress. Tell me, how did you guys meet? What's your origin story, as the kids would say?
The origin story? Yeah. We were just introduced by friends.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. We found out that we had mutual friends, and we started to just chat. It took a long time. We chatted for a long time, and we became close.
Which friends? Like Joey? Was it Ross?
All the friends. All the friends.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist. How's that going? How long have you guys been hanging out?
A long time, months now, almost close to a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put you on the spot anymore.
Okay.
Because you're kind of blushing right now.
Yeah, I sure am.
But thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We look forward to the book coming out later this year. Jim's going to be back on the 4th hour, by the way, to chat with Jenna and Chanel. And again, it's called The Book of Possibility. It hits shelves in September. Mr. Daly.
I am glad we did that segment, guys. Good work there. Up next, Adriana is here with some Shop Today favorite finds that are especially useful in this brutal cold and everything else that winter has in store. But first, this is Today on NBC. Welcome back. If you're snowed or iced in this morning, we've got you covered with January bestsellers to get you through this brutal winter and beyond. Shop Today editorial director Adriana Brock is here. Found some favorite things in the home, fashion, beauty industry and more. And of course, you know the drill. There's that QR code there. It's so easy when it pops up. Just take out your phone and scan it. You can get all these great stuff here. Adriana, good to see you.
Hey,
glad you made it to work this morning safely.
Yeah, we did.
Let's start with the skin. That's obviously with winter and being cold.
Let's start with
what do you
the
got?
skin. I feel like everyone's skin is so dry right now, so red.
Yeah.
And we need something to solve that, right? So this beauty product, I love a multitasking problem solver. It's a Korean beauty brand that's been around for a while. It's CC Red Correct. So if you suffer from redness, you get a little rosacea, this is an awesome beauty product because look, it goes on green.
Is it covering the red or is it actually
neutralizing it?
Okay.
Yes, it's neutralizing it. It's made with ingredients to neutralize it. And everyone thinks like, oh, it came out green, it's gonna make my face green. It doesn't. It totally blends in. I actually used it yesterday. We were out sledding all morning and then we had a birthday party in the afternoon. So I put this on, got rid of the redness, and it's a really good primer. So you can put it on and just like go out and about, or you could put your makeup up on top. And it has SPF 25, which you should have sunscreen year round. So it really does a lot of things. It's also really moisturizing.
So
really
this could be the first thing that you put down and then build on top of it.
Exactly.
Right.
You got the idea.
Okay, I love it.
It's the foundation of great beauty. Yeah.
Get your CC Red Correct. All right, what's next?
The next one is this really awesome under $10 hair mask that we discovered on Amazon. The Shop Today team tests beauty products all year round. And when it comes to hair, everybody always deals with dry winter hair, brittle hair, whether you color your hair, you use a lot of tools, or it's just getting, brittle with age, which is totally fine. Look at this. This is our girl Chassie Post who did a before and after of it. It works so well. And what we love is that it's so affordable, but it works and yields the same result as some of the higher end products out there. So you don't have to spend a ton of money to get really great, beautiful results.
Do you use it to create a style for your hair, or are you just helping the health of your hair?
So it's a deep conditioning mask. It's made with collagen and peptides and proteins. So you're going to use this in lieu of a conditioner. So you shampoo your hair, skip the conditioner, do this, leave it on for 5 minutes. So it's part of your shower routine. It's so easy. And then you rinse it out.
All right, we got some kitchen items here to make things go a little quicker.
Yes, I love this tool because it's a grater, it's a slicer, and it's so much fun, and it makes meal prep faster and so much more fun, especially if you're 4 years old like my daughter Ella. She's obsessed with this thing and like dumping a ton of cheese into her pasta. But you can really do a lot of things with it, and it's safe because you top load the food and then you push it down with this little cap. And look at how easy it is. It's so fast. You can make some chips at home if you want. You can slice up some veggies. Like I said, dump a ton of cheese into your pasta.
These different bits that you put in.
It comes with 3 attachments, and you don't have to shred or be near the blades, which makes it safe. The bottom actually suctions to the table, and then you just crank and go. And it's just so easy, right? And when you're meal prepping, it's a blast.
QR code under $30. The Rotary Trees Grater, everybody. Get one. Don't be the last in your neighborhood to have one.
I know.
Well, this looks great, whatever this is. What is this doing?
This is This is a cutting board that's dual-sided. So one side is a wheat straw grade plastic that you can use for your veggies, for your everyday stuff. But the other side is really the star. It's a food-grade titanium, which is great because it's non-porous, so it's not going to absorb odors or bacteria if you're doing raw meat, chicken, fish, things that smell. You want to keep it hygienic. You want to keep it odor-free. Titanium's the way to go. And this is a dual-sided, so you're getting 2-in-1, really. And it's under $30. I love this when you're prepping that, like, chicken that can have bacteria. You don't want to use your wood cutting board for that necessarily. This is the way to go.
Also, the titanium, if you have a steak that's frozen, it looks like you could put it on there. It would help defrost it and let it sit on top of that.
Exactly. So this is going to make meal prepping
ridging
great.
Too. You know, I noticed this because that's where the juice run off. It won't run off. It's got.
Carson, look at you reading your notes. Reading your notes like a great shopper.
Come on, let's go. Pick up the. Come on, get one of these, guys. Good gift. What's next?
Okay, what's next is a really niche fashion problem that happens in the winter when you're wearing coats. Your purse is falling off your shoulder, or your tote bag if you're going grocery shopping. This is the purse gummy. This is such a genius invention because you just, you literally, it's a piece of silicone that you put onto the strap of your purse or your tote bag to make it not slip off your shoulder.
Oh, on the bottom of it.
Yeah, on the bottom of it. It's totally seamless. You can't see it. It's not going to ruin your nice leather bags. I mean, look at that. You look so stylish.
So it kind of stays right there.
You're ready to go. Your bag's staying put, and it's really affordable. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I prefer the clear one because it's
the
easy.
purse gummy, $15 QR code. Everybody, get it. All right, we got about a minute left.
Okay.
What do we got in the sweater department?
Let's talk about cashmere, right? We're always wanting cashmere for winter.
But it's so expensive.
It's so expensive, hundreds of dollars. So the solution, cashmere blend. We found an option on Amazon. It's under $40.
This is not all cashmere?
It's not all cashmere, but that's what you're going to get. You're going to find affordability when you look for a blend of a fabric. But what's really great is you're not sacrificing the quality because feel how soft it is.
Oh,
it's
it
beautiful.
feels like cashmere.
You get elevated details like the ribbed collar neck, the ribbed cuffs. Bunch of different colors, 15 colors. It has a slightly oversized fit. I say it's true to size. Some people find it a little bit big, but I love it. It's such a great piece for winter.
No, it's
and
great.
it comes in all these colors. Find a color that you wouldn't normally buy.
It's heavy. It doesn't feel like the cold air is going to go right through it.
It's amazing. It's such a gem. It's such a good find.
For under $40. What a deal. And you got multiple colors down there?
Yes, all the colors.
All right.
They're beautiful.
Come on. Great job, Adriana. Thank
you so much. Great job
to you. You can pick up these great things to shop for these January bestsellers. Just scan that QR code or check out our website today.com/shop. Just ahead in the third hour. From Daisy Jones and the Six, we've got actor Sam Claflin is here live. He's going to fill us in on his new movie. Adriana, thank you. But first, quick check your local news and weather.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.